Hi, my name is Ashley Johnson, and for my lesson plan, I'm covering 4 basic steps to problem solving. So for my lesson plan, I'm going to use the standard of measurement and data, and we're going to be using a money word problem that we would solve in 4 basic steps. So to present this lesson to my classroom, I would have on my projector PowerPoint slides, and the first slide would be step 1, reading the problem. So as a class, we would discuss our mathematical equation or a mathematical word problem. I've gotten one here as an example. Macy has 2 quarters and her brother gave her 3 dimes. How much money does she have? So as a class, we would discuss this money word problem, make sure that we understood the terms such as 2 as in the amount of quarters we had, and then quarters. We would discuss 3 as our quantity of the amount of dimes we have, and we would discuss dimes, and we would have already probably previously covered money, but for the sake of this lesson plan, we are just going to use a money word problem to solve in 4 steps. So step 1 would be, as a class, reading our word problem, discussing, making sure that we understand what the mathematical terms are. So then, after we got through with step 1, we would be ready to move on to step 2. So step 2, we would choose a strategy. So in order to choose a strategy, we would have to go back to our word problem and reread it and determine if we need to add or subtract. So we would discuss that again as a class out loud, and we would determine that we would need to use addition. That would be our strategy. So we would need to add our 2 quarters and our 3 dimes. So addition is our strategy. If we wanted to go ahead and work that out, there's also other ways that we could discuss as a classroom as to how we could use addition. We could list out every coin individually like this, or we could come and say, well, what do we know that 2 quarters? If we have 2 quarters, we know that makes 50 cents. And if we have 3 dimes, we know that's 30 cents. And then we could do our addition that way. So we have read the problem, we have chosen our strategy. So step 3 would be to solve. So once we knew how we were going to use our addition, whether it was every coin broken out separately, or if it was going to be where we've grouped coins that are the same together. And so we would go through and we would do our addition, and we would come up with that Macy has 80 cents. So once we got through with the 3rd step and we had solved our equation, we would then need to go to step 4, which would be to double check our work, to look back at what we've done and use an opposite operation to double check our work. So if we know that we have 80 cents, that was our total, we could then use subtraction to double check our work. So as we are double checking our work, we take our total, which is our 80 cents, and we are going to take away the 2 quarters that Macy started with, and that leaves us with 30 cents And then we're going to take the 30 cents that her brother gave her, and we're going to subtract that. And that brings us back down to $0. So that is my lesson plan for 4 basic problem solving steps for my lesson plan. Thank you.